basically said you just can't really go out. You know, is that a fear of yours to go out, get mobbed, or to be hounded by the press or anything like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say fear. It's just a reality you have to live in at this size. It's just been interesting because I've been a decent sized YouTuber now for 6 years, but it's so interesting to see how it changes over the years because when I hit 10 million subscribers, I thought like that's fame. Like this is what it's like. And whatever, I'd go into Walmart and I'd take like 1 or 2 photos. But it's like there's just such a big difference between having 10 million subscribers and now I think we're on 350 million. And it's like every year I'm like, okay, this is like probably as crazy as it'll get, but it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And like a more recent experience is like, I was like, I looked in my rearview mirror and I was like, oh, I think this person's following me.
Right.
And so then I took a right-hand turn and they took a right-hand turn. I was like, interesting. And I took another right-hand turn and they took one. I was like, okay, let me do one more right-hand turn. Let's see. And then I did one more and I was like, okay, they're just following me. So then I took another one and I basically just like in a block, I just like went like this for like, it felt like 20 minutes, but I'm being dramatic. It was
Sure.
probably like 2 or 3 minutes straight. And then eventually I just rolled down my window and I was like, just you fucking stop following me. And then they eventually just stopped. And and so you just deal with like random stuff like that. But it's not even like I was out anywhere in public. They just like,
Sure.
just recognized me through the window. And so, which is why I get my windows super tinted because people all the time, like you can't even, how do you avoid that? Right. Like you're just chilling in your freaking car and people look over and they're like, oh, and then they roll down their window. They're like, photo. And I'm like, no, don't dox my car. And then they don't care. And it's a whole thing. So then I tint my windows like crazy, but then I get pulled over a bunch for having tinted windows. And I'm like explaining to the cop, I'm like, like, come on. I'm trying not to get stalked and harassed. Can we just